Squad, aka KL Family. Welcome back to another video. I just want to say thank you guys for 135 subscribers. We are almost there to my goal of 150 by the end of the year. This is exciting to me. Just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're on the road to 150. And in today's video, we are reacting to the untold story of Jennette McCurdy. If you know Jennette McCurdy, she was an actor on this TV show called iCarly. I remember watching that when I was a kid. If you watched the show when you were a kid, comment down below. Comment down your favorite episode of that show. And now she created a book. I forgot what the name of the book of it is. I forgot the name of the book. Okay. The book is called I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. Apparently, this is the book that she wrote, and it sold out, apparently. And yes, and in this video, we're going to be doing the untold story of Jennette McCurdy. Let's get started.
For me, facing the parts of myself that I felt the most shame about, facing those and becoming public with those has been really healing for me and transformative.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're discussing the untold story of Jennette McCurdy.
So, do you have any advice for me or anything?
Yes, definitely therapy, a lot of therapy.
For this video, we'll be looking at the life and career of the writer, director, podcaster, and former actress, highlighting the shocking details from her new memoir. Are you reading Jennette McCurdy's book? Let us know in the comments. A rough childhood. Born June 26, 1992, Jennette Michelle Faye McCurdy grew up in Orange County, California. Her parents, Mark and Deborah McCurdy, were a working-class family living in a small house with Deborah's parents. Jennette, along with her 3 older brothers, were homeschooled and attended a Mormon church. When the actress was just 2 years old, Deborah was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer.
Of course, I sympathize with anybody who experiences cancer. That's an incredible struggle. But the way that she manipulated her cancer was very obscure.
Breaking into television. By the time she was 6 years old, Deborah had decided Jennette was going to live out her own unrealized dream of being an actress.
Wanted me to have a better life than she had, but I also think her approach was very unhealthy and informed by her own lack of self-work. And she lived vicariously through me.
Deborah got her daughter a meeting with talent agent Barbara Cameron, the mother of Candace Cameron Bure. She wasn't interested at first, but after some strong convincing from Deborah and an agreement to start acting classes, she took Jennette on as a client. The young girl would later fail an audition for a Paula Abdul dance video, resulting in her mother forcing her to take 14 dance classes each week.
I call her Jungle Beast.
He does.
So good. People don't know.
I forgot she was on
She's a triple threat.
Victorious.
Sings and dances.
Whether it was filling her up with Red Bull or telling Jennette to gain sympathy from the casting director by talking about her mother's cancer, Deborah always had a hand in the process.
You talked about that at one point in the book. You talked about how she was trying to browbeat, maybe was it an agent or maybe it was a producer, into giving you a role. And she said, okay, now if you need me to pull out the cancer, I'll do the one. And I was like, oh my God.
In the year 2000, 8-year-old Jennette McCurdy was cast in her first role. She played a parody of Cassidy Gifford, daughter of Kathy Lee, for a Mad TV sketch.
Say something. You're old. Good one, Cass.
She was also cast in TV commercials as well as guest parts in popular television shows like Malcolm in the Middle, CSI Crime Scene Investigation,
Okay,
and
I did
Law
not
and
know
Order
that.
Special Victims Unit. She was regularly cast as a young girl going through harrowing circumstances.
I don't want to talk anymore. Just a little longer. No!
Holly, please tell me what's wrong.
Don't make me say it. I'm scared.
One of her skills was crying on cue, an impressive feat for actors of any age. However, in one particular audition for Without a Trace, she wasn't able to cry when needed. Feeling upset, she told her mom she wanted to quit acting, which led to Deborah making a scene, claiming their family would lose their golden opportunity.
Like so many other child stars, her acting paid the bills.
It felt like a lot of pressure. And then I think my mom saw my career as a way out of that life, of that way of living, of that constant grind.
Needless to say, quitting was not an option, and Jennette quickly swallowed down her own unhappiness to please her mother. Deborah was known to have outbursts, often violent ones, not only towards Jennette, but to her sons and husband as well.
So not only was it chaotic because of the abuse that was happening, and my mom's violent and erratic, unstable behavior, but also because we all lived in fear of her cancer coming back.
An unhealthy rise to fame. When Jennette was 11 years old, she began to develop physically.
The only thing that would have been worse for me at that time than like hearing that I had cancer was hearing that I was going to have breasts, because growing up meant that I would not be able to pay my family's bills.
In an effort to delay puberty and keeping her looking young enough for roles, her mother put her on a restrictive diet and monitored her weight.
It really felt to me
Wow.
like we were in a buddy comedy, like doing the hand jives and then like eating 400 calories a day. It felt like the happy montage in a movie, only it was this very sick and disturbing
That's crazy.
situation
400.
that I wasn't aware of because I was a child.
Jennette herself took to weighing herself several times a day.
You can just feel the pressure of it. You can feel everybody kind of body monitoring, food monitoring everybody else in the room.
This was the beginning of her
100 calories a
anorexia, as
day,
well as her
gosh.
obsessive-compulsive disorder behavior. Jennette struggled with mental health issues, along with having a mother who emotionally and verbally mistreated her. Later, when Jennette underwent therapy as an adult, she considered that her mother might have had borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder, and narcissistic personality disorder.
I know she had a lot of struggles when she was young, and I also know she had an array of mental health issues that went really just undiagnosed because she refused to get help for any of her mental health issues.
She likened her mother's
Wow.
years of mistreatment to Munchausen by proxy, though Deborah didn't want her daughter to be ill. In fact, Jennette was forced to work while she was sick, even when she caught strep throat 6 times over the course of 1 year.
I could sense concern in people around me, and I started piecing together, I don't know if reality is mom's reality, but I didn't know how to come to terms with that.
At the age of 13, everything changed for Jennette when she won a leading role as sarcastic Sam Puckett on the Nickelodeon TV series iCarly.
My favorite show
A large
growing
part
up.
of Sam's identity revolved around excessive eating, something McCurdy found extremely difficult.
Why do they put a bone right in the middle of a ham?
McCurdy continued to struggle with disordered eating well into her teens. At 14, she was so small that she still had to use a booster seat in the car. At 16, Jennette got her period, which triggered her anxieties about aging and caused her to relapse back into disordered eating.
That sounds unpleasant.
In a word, yeah, totally.
Deborah remained in control of her daughter's body, but not just with eating.
What do you think was going on?
I've tried to understand, and that didn't lead me anywhere productive. I would just spin my wheels trying to understand my mom's motives.
She insisted on giving Jennette showers until she was 17. Deborah also performed invasive quote-unquote exams on Jennette, claiming that she was checking for cancer.
You felt violated.
Yes, I absolutely felt violated, and eventually accepting that was the most, I think, integral piece to my own healing and recovery.
No one knew what Jennette was going through at home, not even her close friend and co-star Miranda Cosgrove. Deborah didn't approve of their friendship since, according to Deborah, Miranda, quote, didn't believe in God.
Hey! Who stopped the elevator?
During the 2007 writer's strike, Deborah decided her daughter needed to get into music like other teen stars. When production on iCarly resumed, Jennette split her time between LA, filming during the week, and Nashville, recording music on the weekends.
I heard that one.
She was planning a tour when her mother learned that the cancer had returned and spread throughout her body. Deborah didn't accompany her on the tour, but would not let her cancel. When she came back, Deborah made sure to point out Jennette's weight gain. By 2012, she was over the whole music endeavor.
California's not that far away.
The Creator. McCurdy had multiple encounters with the show's creator Dan Schneider, who she calls the Creator in her memoir. The TV producer allegedly encouraged her to drink alcohol at 18 and gave her an unwanted shoulder massage.
As smart as you're forced to be from an early age in the entertainment industry, you're still naive, and it's an adult's game that I didn't have the tools to play.
He was also known to be controlling, verbally attacking the cast and crew on his shows. In a season 2 episode of iCarly, McCurdy had her first ever kiss on camera with Nathan Kress, who played Freddie.
Well, that was nice. Nice.
I remember that. That was awkward.
Work. Thank you. You too.
Schneider reportedly made the young actress reshoot the scene several times, yelling and demanding various adjustments.
Hey. I hate you.
Hate you too.
Schneider promised her a spin-off series titled Just Puckett. However, she would ultimately share the spotlight with another young actress.
Hi, what's wrong?
We can't find our cat.
Shut up! My name is Cat!
Grief and Scandal. After 6 seasons, iCarly ended in November 2012. Sam and Cat premiered on June 8th, 2013.
Whoa! You're still
Another one of my favorite shows I remember watching growing up.
I think it's the sound of 2 girls about to be squashed inside a garbage truck.
The network had ordered 20 episodes, but doubled when the show pulled in high ratings. Jennette has admitted to feelings of jealousy and resentment towards co-star Ariana Grande.
We sort of have this whole fun odd couple dynamic. Built-in conflict. Lots of potential for more adventures.
While Jennette had to turn down film projects due to the show, the writers accommodated Grande's busy schedule. And though she was told early on that she'd have the chance to direct an episode, it never happened.
What's that smell?
That's you and me from swimming in garbage.
During this time, Deborah went back into the hospital. She would pass on September 20th, 2013, when Jennette was just 21. Her grief led to alcohol consumption, binge eating, and bulimia, which she would struggle with for years.
Because Mom was my everything. Mom was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I need to love Mom. I need to adore Mom. And so I kept just clinging to the narratives that she'd conditioned me to have.
After her mom's death, she learned that Mark McCurdy was actually not her biological father. She would also briefly date NBA star Andre Drummond, and in March 2014 had private photos of her leaked. A month later, Sam and Cat was put on hiatus.
What's it taste like?
Like crapple.
Upon the series' official cancellation in July 2014, Nickelodeon offered McCurdy $300,000. The deal was that she couldn't talk about any negative experiences she had on set. Luckily, the actress refused what felt to her like hush money.
I am ultimately proud of my decision there, wherever it came from. Even if it was informed by self-righteousness, I think I did something that was really hard to do. Oh my God, it makes me emotional. I'm proud of myself.
Post-Nickelodeon projects and therapy. In August of 2014, McCurdy wrote, produced, and starred in her own web series, What's Next for Sarah, inspired by her own experiences in the industry.
The role is going to Dakota Fanning. I'm sorry. But Sarah, remember, we do not validate in this building. You have to pay cash.
In 2015, she was cast in Netflix's sci-fi thriller Between. The series lasted just 2 seasons, but by that time, McCurdy was ready to leave her acting career behind.
It'll be all right. Yeah. Before Mom died, I promised I'd have everything organized. We both knew you wouldn't have anything planned, so thanks.
In 2017, she made the decision to quit acting in order to focus on writing her mental health and recovery. She made her directorial debut in 2018 with her short film Kenny.
And I'm just handling one thing right now. No, I wasn't talking to you,
There are no exceptions, sir, to strict policy.
You really need to come down here. Did you hear me?
Sir?
Okay, but you can hear me now?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Jennette McCurdy today. In 2020, Jennette turned a series of essays into a one-woman show called I'm Glad My Mom Died.
It's sort of about a lot of this material that we're actually talking about today, like my mom's influence on my life and how she really lived vicariously through me, and I felt a complete responsibility to live my life for her.
She performed in Los Angeles and New York City until the COVID-19 pandemic forced her to take a break. That same year, she started Empty Inside, an interview podcast. Around the same time, she declined to reprise her role as Sam for the 2021 iCarly revival because she associated her time on the show with her years of trauma.
I need Sam, but she's off following her bliss with that biker gang.
The Obliterators. Hope she's okay.
It's Sam.
I knew iCarly was good. I like it.
Since 2011, Jennette has written essays for the Wall Street Journal and the Huffington Post, detailing child stars in the industry, her mother's battle with cancer, and her years of disordered eating. Now, in 2022, at 30 years old, Jennette McCurdy has published her memoir based on her previous stage show of the same name. The provocative title alone has made headlines, as has the dark truth behind her years as a Nickelodeon star.
The more uncomfortable something was for me to put on the page, the more important it felt for me to put it on the page. That kind of honesty has been truly liberating for me and has led me to a life of fulfillment and authenticity that I hope for everybody.
Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Alright, KO Squad. KO family. I did not know that, I learned a lot, but I didn't know her mom had a lot of, like, trauma and, abusive, that sort of thing. I didn't know she had 3 other brothers. That's something I didn't know. I knew, like, her mom had, like, the cancer, because I remember hearing about it before. And, I kind of knew, I think I knew that she had music, but I think it's like when I was like a little kid, I probably knew about that. And the iCarly revival, that's a good show. I watched it. It's really, really good. And I didn't know Jennette went into, like, a drug addiction after her mom passed. That's something, everybody goes through. But I'm glad she got through it and now she wrote a book. But yeah, if you are new, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the KL family. We are on the road to 150 subscribers. And yeah, I'm out, KL Squad. Peace.